question. Did you all witness a lady coming out from the same car? Now make it make sense to me. You reported that your husband was fired. Initial statement, but you went to Falana. According to Falana's chamber, that was what they are doing. They are in defendants, right? Now, the Nigerian police says this is a primary suspect. How can the same lawyer come from the same vehicle? Make it make sense. You are accusing this person, and the person that you are accusing is the criminal. According to them, the primary suspect. The lawyer is also in the same car with who is reporting. Does it make sense? Anyway, let me start by... Thank you. Now, my opening points with this. Let me start. Thank you very much, Honorable Young Daddy. As at 10:07 a.m., I wrote it. Wunmi's lawyer, was around and outside the inquest. That was when he came in with those other sets of people. Even as at that period, Shashangele was already present before, that's Yadura, was present before this 10:07 a.m. But as at 10:07 a.m. that was when the lawyer of Wunmi came in. As at 10:49, right, Wunmi's lawyer entered into the court around that time with the other lawyers. That's with the lawyer of the nurse lawyer and one other representative of theirs that came in. So maybe that's Mama Mohbad's lawyer. I think that's Mama Mohbad's lawyer, the guy, because there were three that came in. Wunmi's lawyer, but this was at 10:49 a.m. As at 11:28, the judge then asked, them that where are the other people? Because initially they were running the other courts. They had a sitting initially. So there were some other people that now said, Shitu is outside. They are waiting for the other people to leave the hall so they can come in. And it wasn't long. 11:18, Shitu entered inside the hall. That was when Shitu entered. At 11:47, Shitu introduced himself. And the other lawyers introduced themselves. And, Naira Marley's lawyer came up. Every other, the female, there's this woman, that's the lawyer, Abiodun also. She's representing for women affairs or something like that. She was also there. Please, you bear with me. I was actually at the extreme end because you can't sit in front like that because of family. They will kick me out. So in order to avoid being kicked out, I went to hide in corner. Going forward, when it was time, the judge said, okay, everybody should. The judge even came in before them, definitely, sorry. So the judge then, Shitu now asked the judge about what Grexy just said about Bankole and Smith. Because I wrote it here, Prof Smith, I was abbreviating it. If they sent in an order, if she got an order that he got one, and the judge was like, the magistrate also, she was like, she didn't get any. So he was like, please check your phone. That is being sent to him. Didn't the rest people get it? They were nodding their heads. I don't know, maybe one counselor was trying to say yes, I don't know. So one other guy, that's the pathologist lawyer, stood up and said, sorry, the stuff that people are talking about, he did not get a copy. He said, let's move forward. Everybody have said they didn't get a copy, that they need to move on. So it was then Shitu had to take the floor. But the judge was like, the magistrate was like, she didn't see anything, that maybe later she will check, maybe it will fall in her own. But for days now, she hasn't, as at the moment she even sat there. And if they look at it, she has been sitting there since morning. That's like, let me say, I got there before 8. They have started the sitting. If you remembered, I was live, like showing people that they all was getting food. They had already started at some point then. So she was like, she hadn't touched her phone, so she doesn't know of anything like that. Maybe when it's time, she would, during the recession, maybe that's when she might see it. She doesn't know. So they said, okay, let them move forward with the inquest. So Shitu now asked the pathologist about his profession, that how long has he been, if you cannot wait, leave. Don't tell me summarize your narrative, get out. So moving forward, Shitu now asked the pathologist, how long has he been in practice? You understand, like his background. So he said he has been practicing like since 2010. That he started with, he joined the pathologist team since 2010. So Then the other part was another. They talked. He introduced himself properly and said.
Sorry, Naimoli, please hold on. Let me make this announcement. Please, for the sake of sanity and positive, whatever, any negative comments will block. The person that says summarize now, I don't know, maybe it's the data they are using. I've blocked you. I don't want to know who you are. Any negative comments, I will block you, Nick. Continue, please.
All right. So, he further asked again. He now told him to open to page 2. I think that's about the CTC. I don't know, BioBillion. If you can go on to the CTC, because they read about the CTC. That's in the not CTC, the results. That's autopsy results. So that we read about.
It's page 4 pages. Page 2 is the information of the autopsy.
Yes. So I asked him about the information, told him to read about it. So while they were reading about it, he talked about the injury, because I marked it. He said around that injury part, that if the heart, so he started talking about injury. He said if somebody's heart maybe got an injury towards the heart, are you saying that the part that you, because according to him, they wrote severe and moderate to severe. I think I need to go and get that autopsy results out so that we'll be able to work with it. He said the autopsy results, according to their autopsy results, it was saying moderate to severe. If you are saying it's from moderate, it got to severe, are you saying that at the severity of it hitting the heart, would you say that the thing cannot cause, can you say that it can lead to death? The pathologist answered, yes. That was what he was saying. He was just saying, yes, that it can lead to death. Because before then, when they were asking him a question, it was not like, let him explain. Shitu said, no, all I need is your answer, straight answer. Yes or no is what they want to deal with. Going on to the next part. Shitu now still talked about the stuff, another part that he said the spleen area. You also said moderate to severe in your investigation. If you are saying that this stuff that you discovered, that it was from a moderate state, it can get to a severe state, do you agree that when it's severe, it can lead to death? The pathologist said, yes, correct, that it can lead to death as well. So Shitu still talked about the adrenaline, trying to break down the hormones and everything to him, and now said that if it's in severe states, do you believe it can also lead to death? The pathologist agreed as well, said yes. He said you talked about the pancreas, talked about the kidney, that you mentioned it that it gets from moderate to severity. And he asked, do you think that it can lead to death as well in a severe case? He said yes, it can. So Shitu referred him to page 8. So, and in that page 8, I think they were asking about the major injuries, because when he said the injuries, the pathologist was not like, no, it's just an injury. The son said, okay, injury, that let's say, he now said it's a minor injury, that is not that a minor injury. Okay, Shitu now asked him, yes, because from the answer I remember the question too. Shitu now asked him that, can a minor, do you agree that a minor or a major injury, like a severe injury, a serious wound, or a minor wound, can lead to death? So he was saying, no, he needs to explain. Shitu said, answer. He now said, minor injury cannot lead to death, cannot lead to cause of death. That minor injury won't lead to cause of death. Shitu said, so no blood, hold on please. So he was saying, so no blood seen, sorry please, plus stab injuries, no bleeding, but there's... Yes, okay, so he talked about it. He said, so now, they said in the injury now, he's trying to say that at the burial ground, when they, in that test, right, in that page 8, they talked about the bleeding part, said, under his test, that he said there was no blood, they didn't find edge, that they found mud and all that. He now said that, yes, that they found, he said no blood, that they didn't get any blood on Mohbad's body. But the only way they could get blood from Mohbad when they wanted to do their test is from the blood vessels, that they had to scrape the vessels in order to get blood. Okay, let me just say, he says no, he got blood from vessels. So he said yes. So I'm sorry, I'm reading my question in order to answer you so that you get it. So he says he got the blood shot from the, from the blood vessels. And if they were able to take blood immediately after Mohbad died in less than 24 to 48 hours, it's always easy. But after 8 days, they will have to go through the inner part of the body, that's like maybe from the heart, that they were able to scrape from the vessels there to use a running test. So Shitu says, the last page of the toxicology. So he interjected and was like, he's not the one that, gave the results and all that. But at some point, Shitu now interjected, because I didn't really judge that part. Shitu replied him saying, boy, you came to defend this result from them, right? So Shitu now, he now said yes. So another part was page 3. Shitu referenced page 3. And I think at that part there, that was when he was summarizing the pathologist, hold on please, statement. Okay, yes, that's when he was responding to pathologist statement, saying that if pathologist is saying he cannot respond for the toxicologist, how can he come to the court to defend what he doesn't know? That he should have made his proper findings before coming to defend in the last inquest that he, went to defend it. He now said that, okay, wait, let me ask. There was a part where, okay, yes, can the doings cause the cause? Okay, so at some point, they now talked about, I need to get to that page 3, because I don't know what was in the page 3. So whenever they read it, he will tell them, go to page 3, read about so parts. Then he talked about maybe the external examination, but the pathologist answer around that part, page 3, was like, he said, because it was like, can the stuff cause death? He said, yes, it can. And I think it's about the, sorry, please. I'm trying to get it. Okay, I think it's external. Maybe this one I will have to summarize, go read the results myself in order to get this thing. But they were talking about the whole injury here. So another part, let me just go straight to the next question. He said, did he find it at any space that the hand of the, that did he check? Did he see any injury, before the test was done and all that? Sorry. Did he find out if yes. Okay, so he said, did he find out if there was any kind of issues, like before the toxicology could do his own? He said no, that he didn't do anything because he is not a toxicology expert, but he's a pathologist. That is the toxicologist that is to respond to that. So another part, he said, so your report is inconclusive then? He said, yes, that his report is inconclusive. Because since he could not, stand on what he came to defend the last time. Then they went forward and I said, as a method, NMS said nothing was done in their lab. What can he say? May 23rd, sorry. That what can he say about it? He now said, they denied it. That he denied it's not him. You understand? Then on that period, he went further, like Shitu was like, and did you bring any of your evidence, like a copy where you debunked NMS? That did you go out and debunk NMS, like maybe any news, like a press release debunking that NMS, the news that Punch gave out then, that is a lie? Did they at any point do that? He now said it's not like that. That he needed to explain what happened. That the case is a third party thing. And the people that went to NMS to make inquiry, according to Punch, that went to NMS to make inquiry, they went with Mohbad's name. And they didn't go with Mohbad's name, they went with a code. And they were asking for results, which according to IPA law, this was why I was saying that they listened to what we discussed. That according to IPA law, they will not give you such information, that they will never give you the results. And the people that went there went to ask for results, and they used a third party. So it's more or less like they sent their test to someone, and that person now sent it to what's this people's name? NMS. So that was what happened. That it got to NMS via code, not with Mohbad's name. So at some point again, Sana said, did he investigate it, that indeed that what these people stated, that they said NMS brought fake results? Did he investigate it and all that? If he got to NMS, he said yes, that he did. He said he did. So Shitu further went forward and said, fatal drugs under the stuff. He said fatal drugs reaction to death. That can fatal drug reaction lead to death? He now said yes. So he said it's very possible that it can lead to death under their test result. Shitu now further went forward and said, are there other ways you can investigate? That's investigate Mohbad's case. So he listed some other techniques that they can use in investigating Mohbad's corpse. And he said they can use X-ray, visual. Sorry, they can use X-ray, they can use visual ways. He mentioned about a few. So Sanchituna said, did you use the modern, and the modern, those are the modern tools. Sanchituna said, did you use the modern tools for this test? So he said no, that they didn't use the modern one, that Nigeria doesn't have any of those modern tools anywhere. So at some point, Sanchituna said that, you know that Mohbad's case is an international body, that people are very interested in this case. And doesn't he think that at that case, they should have, since they said they are taking it abroad and all that, they should have used modern stuff, that this case is a very crucial case. He said, yes, that he knows, but they didn't use any modern tools. They didn't investigate deep. Like use, there are some tools that maybe, from what they were saying, like tools that would dig further. You said what?
That without laceration, they could get what they wanted to get.
I didn't get you. Mr. Gorexi, please go ahead.
Modern technology that they couldn't get a laceration on his neck.
Yeah.
Which could have been applied without laceration. Just put it under the CTI machine, all those machines, like a scan, and they'll be able to see everything. But he said the object is not in Africa, it's not in Nigeria, it's not in Africa. What Shitu was trying to expose there was that if you could take the sample, send the sample abroad, but you had a better and more reliable technology in which they are going to scan through the body and you will see everything. You could as well transported the body abroad, which you did not do, and you are coming here to give us inconclusive and a kind of result that is not ascertained. There is no certainty in the result you are bringing. It was an interesting day, though, and I'm enjoying your narrative and your analysis. Please sit back and continue. I'm enjoying bit by bit of what you are saying. Thank you very much. If I have anything to say, I'll come in.
Thank you. I only just try to analyze a little, but these are the questions I try to, it's not easy. You're writing question, writing answer immediately like that. So I try to pick. I'm trying to manage Tony at the same time. So anyway, let me move forward. Then, all right. Tony, the vex, Ogbeni sorrow. They will deny and leave them. Please, let me hear. Let me go on. Sorry, please. Tony, only me. Mine call me jade. I'm ready. Must give up. Anyway, let me continue. Sorry. Let me
Tony, that almost started the court today. Hey, both inside and outside.
No, recording is not allowed. That's why your phones might even be switched off. So this is the next going forward. So he said that have they said to you that your report is still work in progress? That's the reports they brought. Did they tell you that it's still a work in progress? The pathologist said no. So I think he asked him a question. I missed that question, though. I missed the question. So that was when he was saying something, let him interpret. There was a part he was saying, please, let me interpret. Shitu was like, answer the question. There is nothing like, don't disrupt. Okay, hold on, please. Let me go to the next paper where I wrote my question.
Did Wunmi lawyer ask the pathology any question?
Oh, wait now. I don't know. Am I gone now? Baby, calm down, baby. Baby. I forgot my jotter at home. I had to start begging for paper. Now everybody where ask question, I put their talk here. Now the one we know today, I just stop. So at this stage here, sorry, hold on please. I need to get to the page. Okay, the next one is okay, this is my question. So Shitu 5, I'm going to the next place where I wrote. Shitu now said, do you have reports by the toxicology? He said no, he doesn't have a copy of the report. Shitu now went further and asked again that you said the results is uncertain there was a part in this thing that he summarized toxicology results, saying that the result is uncertain. So Shitu used synonyms for inconclusive. You know, inconclusive is uncertain. Not there are other words like which other words can I use for uncertain?
Ascertain.
Yes, thank you very much. The word ascertain was also used. So Shitu broke it down.
In progress.
Yes, Shitu broke it down to a layman's term. He said your results, you said is blah blah blah, and can the injury cause death? Because Shitu said, since you said all these things are unascertained, blah 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 blah, and can that injury of Mohbad on Mohbad's arm that is saw, can it cause death? The pathologist now said no, it can't cause death. So now this is Wunmi's lawyer. Wunmi's lawyer was like, was it done by you alone or others? If the test was done by him alone or others? He said not him alone. The pathologist now replied that he wasn't the only one that did the test. This is Wunmi's lawyer. So he further went ahead to ask again that did he identify the drugs that were used on Mohbad, that was found on Mohbad? That's when they did the test. That did the pathologist identify the drugs inside Mohbad? Pathologist now said no. Prime Boy's lawyer, he said that was all for it. Just 2 questions. Prime Boy's lawyer went further and asked, saying, will you say another test can come back same with their own? That's same with his own results. He now said, most likely, not that not ascertained, like he cannot, that it can come in like similar like his own. So the lawyer asked another one. I think I missed that other question. But then Sam Larry's lawyer, asked, they didn't ask much. All of them were just asking 1, 2. So Sam Larry's lawyer now asked his own, Sam Larry Naramali's lawyer asked the pathologist. He now said, does it mean your report doesn't show if it's injection, if it's via injection, IM or oral, that the results, the reports that they brought, if the results can show if it is oral or this thing? So the pathologist now says, or IV, like that's like showing the dosage of IV that might have been given, or IM or this thing. So the pathologist was not like, he says it just shows the drug, but it doesn't show if it's via IM or via oral. That is difficult to state the part of the body that the drug was given. Then again, I missed that one zone. Isha asked, but then it wasn't too keen. At some point, I wasn't answering, writing again, because some people question, no, they ginger me. So now, going to this lawyer now, the lawyer for women, lawyer Biodun, for women, that's our Biamos. Not TikTok Abiamos. I'm talking about women Kenya Association. Please, I repeat that word.
It's popularly called Yagani.
Thank you.
Yagani, yes, Yagani. I think Gani Fawe me. So Yagani, I'm going to struggle. Yagani.
Okay. Her name is Lawyer Biodun. Please, I withdraw that statement. Not TikTok Abiamo. Please, I beg. I'm talking of women, like Women's Society, something like that. She's a lawyer for them. So she now asked. She was under, now took over. She said, "What are the standard application? Like, what are the standard ways to do the test?" So the pathologist was like, he explained himself, the order, like, when they will get an order from the police first on for. Isha introduced it the way they did the proceedings now, that they went to, pick Mohbad's corpse. After they get the order, they take their sample. After they do that, Isha explained all those parts. Anybody if they Google all those ones. I call am I being sorry? So he just said everything will be done. After they've gotten it, they will send the stuff back. They will give it to the police or whatever. So he now said, how many branches do they have in Nigeria, Lagos, pathologist branches? He mentioned that there are 4 branches. That's the histopathy, micro, blah, 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 blah. Isha mentioned the 4. So the lawyer further went. He said, you analyzed to, he said, the lawyer now further went. He said, did you analyze the body? Did you analyze the head? That's when Mohbad was exhumed, since he saw it, that did he analyze Mohbad's body, if he saw injuries, and the head, if he checked the head? He said, yes, that they did. That they brought out the brain and did everything so that, they don't miss anything. That they opened his brain. They took out samples that they wanted to use and to do the test. So the lawyer now said, "Did you see any injury on Mohbad's head?" He said, the pathologist now said, "No, only the forearm. He saw an injury." So the lawyer was like, "What objects, like sharp or what object? Is it like a stab or what was the kind of injury?" He just said that the body, that is only a superficial injury. So the lawyer now went further. Impacts of autopsy and what's the impact of autopsy and toxicology? He now said to find the cause in order to help with the results. You understand that the best time that they can do is always like it comes within. Okay, wait. It comes within 3 days. Hold on, and came in with 3 days. Anyway, I think I missed that part. But maybe later when I read this thing, because my write-up is rubbish. He said, "How did you scoop out the blood?" Okay, yes, it was there. He was talking about sorry, let me go back to that place. About the impact of autopsy, toxicology on tests. So I just noted that. So the lawyer was asking that. You said when Shitu was sanctioning him, that he took blood out and all that. And all of a sudden, you're saying that if it was within, that I was able to get blood after 8 days. So he was not trying to explain himself here that, no, that he was trying to state that if they can get blood immediately within 2-3 days, like after Mohbad died, they will just quickly withdraw the blood and, use it. That is always better to run that one during that period. So she went further and said, "How did you scoop out blood?" He now said that they took it from the large vessels. That he took the blood from the large vessels. Sorry, please. I'm turning to the next page. Then the next question was, she asked the question that, okay, could it be that they didn't send this thing? He now said that he doesn't have anything to. It was about the sample. If they sent it, where they sent it to. He now said that no, that they sent the sample to the IPO, that they gave the sample of the test, that the samples of what they collected, every of this thing, to the IPO. They now said time frame for test. They asked him about the time frame for test, that how long will it take for these results to come out? That's like for the toxicology autopsies to come out. He now said not more than 4 weeks. Mr. Gorexi, oh my God, he's not here. He's here that I would like him to even help me out. Because he said not more than 4 weeks, so not 4 months.
Or autopsy or toxicology?
Maybe it's autopsy. He said because he said time frame for test. I will need
Sorry,
to
let me drop for Gorexi to come up. When he finish, I'll come back.
There's another part they talked about. That was 4 months is when they said they delayed. 4 weeks. I wrote it now. I said not more than 4 weeks. The result should come out. And I said, how long did yours take? So that's the part I need this person to come and help me answer. So I think maybe that was when he said maybe 4 months. But he said 4 weeks. Because he said, how long should the toxicology autopsy results, how long should it take for you to come out? He said 4 weeks. Then the lawyer now said, how long did yours take? If Mr. Gorexi come, please, we need to ask him. He should help me answer that, please. I left it open. So the lawyer further went. He said, did you bother to check that's Mohbad's head and all that, in case maybe there was an injury in the head, like if he understands that there's hemorrhage and all that? Abaya Billions, you were there? So he said, sorry for the distraction. He now said, I think they were talking about, I think I missed that one too. I just noticed I didn't write. Let me go forward, Cha. The next question was, that where was the sample? Like when he took the sample, why didn't he take it? He said that who and who were there when the sample was taken. He mentioned himself. He mentioned a few people. Now mentioned the IPO. Mentioned Blessing, Wunmi's sister. Mentioned his HOD. That his HOD too was there as well. So the lawyer further went and asked him again, did you check the neck side again? Like we're trying to ask him. He now said he checked and there was nothing there. That's from the neck, head. Is he sure? He said there was nothing. That he didn't say anything. So he said, she now further asked again, is there probability anything? Hold on please. Okay, I think I missed that part. Okay, I even asterished it. I'm not meant to have mentioned it, sorry. I'm not meant to have stated, sir. So it went further again that what's the standard procedure? You understand? To handling this. That's like maybe are they to give it to the IPO? That's what's the standard procedure when they take samples. You know, said the standard procedure is that they take when they take the samples, they send it, they will give it to the prosecutor, that they hand it over to the prosecutor to go and do the test. And that's when he now said that he understand and he heard rather that he got the gist that it wasn't sent immediately. You understand? And it took about 4 months before they sent it. Please, did you hear that? So this was where the 4 months came in. He said that when they collected the sample and he had handed it over to the IPO, the prosecutors, that he heard, this is the pathologist, he heard, under his understanding, he understood that he got some, there was some talk somewhere that they didn't send it immediately, that it took about 4 months before sending it. I said, Judge, put hand for head. Don't just the look judge reaction. Don't him we'll be judge shame for what? Sorry, everybody were just, I said, babe, relax. I'm at the year. You're distracting me, baby. Moving forward, the lawyer now said that things left for days or months. And do you think it will come back? Do you think it will come out right? That's like, don't you think the result will not come out the proper way? He now said he can't say. Because he said the test, you said you left it for months, days. Do you think the test, like the samples you've collected, do you think it will come out the same way? He now said he can't say. That's the pathologist. So the lawyer further went and said, so can we say it have been manipulated? That was how the lawyer ended. Because after the pathologist said he can't say, the lawyer now said, so that means from what you're saying is that we can say, since you said the stuff had been with them for 4 months, they sent it after 4 months. So can we say that it's possible that, okay, yes, and along the line, they still talked about it, that is it possible that it can be swapped? That's the, okay, let me continue, Sha. No, John. But let me say it in between, if you forget. Said that,
what
could it be possible that it can be...
The state council defend that, the timing, because the state council in November said they've taken it abroad. Akinode said.
State council. Nobody, no council.
There was state council, but go ahead.
Okay. So Ina said she was saying something that could. That means it's possible that results could, the sample might have been swapped. You understand that something might have happened, or is a manipulated result that they brought before. That's what she needs. She will keep quiet on. So she, muted. Then Shitu now went further again and said the report was not certified by NMS. That was the result certified by NMS. So he took him to the NMS test result and said, please, can you look at this thing and check if it's certified? The guy was wasting time saying, no, he cannot tell us if it's certified or not. He cannot say anything. That it doesn't concern him. He is a is for autopsy, not for toxicology. So Shitu said, I'm only saying, look at this evidence before you. After you also cross-examined it before you came out to come and talk on it. Even last year, now you come defend the case. So just look at it. Okay, Sanchitu, the judge was not like, the magistrate was like, you should be able to answer that. So the, Sanchitu now referred him back. So while he was looking at it, he said, Sanchitu said, okay, look at this. Is this not your own stamp, your certification on it? He said, that's his own. He said, please show me where NMS's own is. He could not show anything. So because that was when he said, I can't answer for toxicologists. So let me just go on. Can you report the report was the report certified by NMS? He said, I cannot answer for toxicology. That's the pathologist. Sanchitu now said, I see the problem of the courts. Okay, yes, that's when the Sanchitu was like, that I can see the problem of the courts, that they are trying to, cook. What was the word? I think I will need to go and look at it. There's a particular word he used that they used at the report. They don't want him to answer. That he needs to answer it. That this is where the result is. That's the thing I was discussing just now. That you can look at this paper. It's just like this result that they posted for us on the news. Sure you get. He said, just look at it. Can you see any stamp, like certification, like stamping? You know the way they certified it, this is their certification that they said true certified copy, something like that. Where is NMS certification? showing on NMS's results that they can't find anything like that, no certification stamp and everything. So it was then he now responded, because the judge was like, respond now. That's when he now said no NMS, that there was no certification. So Shitu further went forward, now said, do you, sorry please, do you, blah, 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 don't consent. Okay, sorry please. Okay, yes. Did you visit Mohbad's residence? Yes, thank you. I no vex. I dey rush right. My writing is, if I feel show na cameras. Let me put on cameras so that you all understand what I'm going through. Let me put on cameras so that you see what I'm going through. Can you see the writing? Shall be writing Sherry Jaga Jaga? I just dey struggle. Man, I no vex, please, yeah. Please bear with me. So let me go forward. So
sorry, name only.
I'm almost through. Yes.
Hold on, I just want to hear this line so that I will keep it in my left hand. Are you saying that the pathologist could not confirm that the result was stamped by NMS?
Let me take it back properly.
Okay.
He said, Shitu asked him, the report was not certified by NMS. Can you look at this evidence this report before you? Is NMS certified stamp, like if it is on the toxicology results? Can you look at it? He was refusing to. So, you know,
hold on. We've gotten our answer from there. He was refusing to look at a result he came to defend.
Yes. At first, he was refusing.
At first,
so,
yeah? Go on.
Yes, he was refusing. And even his lawyer too interjected. And the judge was trying to reason as well. So Shitu now made a statement. He said, I can see that the court, he said, I can see the protection of the court, that they are trying to protect them from handling, looking at, yes, just to look at a report that they brought. Do you understand? You brought a report. I'm saying look at the same report. And you now, because you want to now protect the pathologist from doing it. The judge was not like, no. The magistrate was not like, no, not that way. So he now said they should rephrase the question for him. So Shitu threw it to him again, saying that, can you look at it and show us where is stamped by NMS, the result that they brought? And he now looked, he said, you saw your own, right? He said, yes, their own stamp is on it, right? Their own certification is on it. Then, what about NMS? He said, no NMS. That was what he said, no NMS. Because any of the answer where they give sharp, I they write them, no NMS. So no NMS stamp on their results. I'm even looking at it, Seth. You see those stamp where they put nothing like NMS. Instead, there's a Kurudu chemical stamp. Now only cut stamp. Another king. Anyway, so let's going forward. So the other parts now. They now said, Shitu said that did you visit? Yes, that did you visit Mohbad's residence? You understand, to do some investigations, like doing this test and all that. I guess maybe for the DNA. You know, it's going to be for maybe DNA. That's what I'm thinking, because I'm a fascia. And they asked him that question, did he do this? Did he do that? Did he go to Mohbad's residence to take all those things? And his answer was no, he didn't. So, going forward, the lawyer, whose lawyer is this one? Okay, there was one other lawyer, that one asked the question, said, did you